Hello everyone, Mike Reppel here with another Excel Bytes blog post from another set of eyes. And today we're going to take a look at hyperlinking, but not your typical way. We're going to incorporate that with data validation. I've included here two links to posts that I've done before on hyperlinks and on data validation. I'll include those links below this video, so if you want to easily go to them and get a refresher on those. But today we're going to combine the two to make it easy to navigate in a workbook that has maybe dozens and dozens of worksheets in it, and instead of creating a whole list of hyperlinks, we're going to use one hyperlink that's dynamic that, based on the data validation list selected, will go to that worksheet. So as you can see, I am on the hyperlinks worksheet in my workbook, and I have three other worksheets called Tom, which is Tom's sheet, Betty's, and Fred's sheet. So what I want to do is, using the link here that says click here in cell D2, I want to create a dynamic hyperlink that'll go to the appropriate worksheet based on the name. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a data validation list over in cell A2. In fact, I already have it there, but just to create that, all I do is go to data validation, I select list, I put in my names, Tom, Betty, and Fred, and click OK, and now I have a drop down here that gives me those three. And what I've done here, I'm going to use a new function that's in Excel 2013, which is equal formula text, and reference that cell so you can see these formulas that is in cell D2 and D3. And basically, here's the syntax that I've used for creating this formula, and that is equals hyperlink. In the lower one, you can see the link location is the file name, hyperfile.xlsx, and I concatenated that with whatever the result in cell A2 is. Cell A2 is where my data validation drop-down list is, and then concatenated that in quotes with exclamation point at A1, which is the landing cell I want to hit when I click this link. And then click here is the friendly name, whatever you want this link to say. I can change that to say click or Tom or Fred or go here or whatever I want it to be. Now, the only difference between the link in D3 and D2 is, notice that in D2 it's the pound sign replacing the file name. When you're within the same workbook, instead of typing out the full file name, you can use the pound sign and concatenate that with the worksheet name and the cell reference. So if I go over to my drop-down list and I pick Tom, now I say click here, and look, it takes me right to Tom's sheet. If I change that to Fred and click on the same cell, D2, now it takes me to Fred's sheet. So by inserting cell A2 as a reference to this drop-down list and concatenating that with the file name or the pound sign and the cell reference of that sheet preceded by an exclamation point, I can easily and dynamically navigate through my workbook without having to have a whole series of hyperlinks to do so. And that's it. It's that simple, and a great tool that Excel provides for us. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is Mike Rempel from Another Set of Eyes with today's Excel Bytes blog tip. And if you'd like to see more, please go to excel-bytes.com and feel free to subscribe to my blog post. Happy Excelling!